Yeah, I actually, although I wasn't looking at you guys while I was listening to that, it reminds me of St. John of the Cross, Dark Night of the Soul, It was kind of a nice, deep spiritual sort of element to it.
Yeah, I wrote that for a friend of mine. She was going through a really dark time, and to me, the opposite of darkness is obviously light, so I've just got this idea in my head of, embrace the light. And
When you went to America, did you find there a lot more opportunities over there compared to Australia, or is that a bit of hype?
I think different opportunities would be a better way of putting it. I think there are a lot more cafes and places like you can tour around. You can set yourself up tours pretty easily around America, but the same can be said about here. I think they're just different opportunities. I think being an Australian, having a bit of an accent can really open some doors. I've set up 2 US tours from my students at school, and it was so easy to set up. Once people heard my accent on the phone and they were like, "Wow, you're from Australia," the whole deal. They were really open to having us in.
Now, if people want to catch it on the net, apart from your Facebook page, you on anything else?
I do have a MySpace page, which is a dinosaur, I guess, in terms of today's age. But I do have a MySpace page, which is MySpace Drummer Bloke. Go and check out on Facebook Redman. If you just go to Dylan Redman on Facebook and add me, that'd be really cool.
G'day, this is Jimmy. You're listening to Yarra Valley FM 99.1, and we're in here listening to Redman share his tunes tonight.
We're in the Bat Cave.
That's right.
Dylan, where on earth is your music going to take you in the next 10 years?
Well, I'm hoping to make more than $14 on iTunes, which is what I made so far.
Oh, that's all. That's always good.
Nah, it's not about the money. For me, it's just writing songs that people can go, "Oh, yeah," and too, that people can listen to and kind of experience the same sort of epiphanies I suppose I have when I've written the songs. And obviously not every song's going to be Don't Pick on the Fat Kid. Like I'm writing one at the moment called Where Is the Love, and it's talking about how society is, in some ways it's pretty harsh and not very forgiving and not very merciful sometimes. And I've got a song called Too Much Not Enough that I'm sort of in the process of writing. And for me, it's just about maybe going out to smaller venues like cafes and open mic nights. It's just about sharing music with each other, and so I'll just write songs, just have fun with it, try and produce as high level quality as I can of the songs, and without spending $50,000 on my recordings.
Yeah.
And just get on radio and get out and do what we're doing right now, and just talking with people and sharing the background behind the songs.
And it sounds like you've come across quite a few people in your musical journey who are encouraging you and saying, not so much opening doors for you, but saying, go and open that door. Simeon's
been awesome like that. He's a good friend, but he's also not afraid to tell me what's what and speak the truth and tell it like it is. And he's like, well, you've got something to say, and you're getting better on guitar, and you got a good voice, so get out and just give it a go. And he's really encouraged me a lot. So for now, I just really love playing around Melbourne. You're on Yarra Valley FM 99.1, and this is Dylan Redman with Jimmy. We're going to play a song called Flying. Here we go. Fly in the sky like a bird free in the wind, drifting around in the breeze, free to go where I please. I wanna run away. I wanna get away. I wanna be free in the breeze. I wanna go where I please. I wanna fly through the trees, feel the wind in my hair. I am flying high above this earth. I am flying, drifting in the wind. Flying, I am flying. I need to rest in the wings of a white dove. to regain my strength, the will to believe again. I want to run away. I want to get away. I want to be free in the breeze. I want to go where I please. I want to fly through the trees, feel the wind in my hair. I am flying high above this earth. I am flying, drifting in the wind. Flying, I am flying. Yeah, that's my girly voice song, I should say.
Another positive message there. Yeah.
Of flying above life and not letting it get to you. That's what it's all about, I think. It's weird because, in April this year, the police came and knocked on my door, and it was just... And the first thing that jumped on my mind was, what has one of my students done? I mean, it was probably the hardest thing I've experienced in my life, and flying, I guess, is a bit of an anthem for that, in that... I really built a pretty close relationship with my mum and got to know her really well. And, we'd been distant for a bunch of years and kind of estranged, and we'd both worked really hard to kind of forgive and move on and forget. And we were sort of just at that point where it was like, my mum had just retired, and we were really looking forward to just kind of hanging out. And she was in a car accident with my stepfather, and she passed away. And it was just like a massive punch in the guts, It was just like the weirdest thing I've ever experienced in my life. And I know it probably sounds weird, but it kind of nearly destroyed me. And I just remember just suddenly becoming really anxious about a lot of things and just freaking out about a lot of things. And I was too scared to go back to work, what people would say. And one minute I'm sort of happy, and next minute I feel like I'm bawling my eyes out. And it's just one of those weird experiences. But I don't know, I just kept singing this song, and it just gave me this sense of like I'm up on the wings of a massive eagle, just flying, above the clouds and just kind of drifting along. And yeah, it really helped. Oh, it's really weird. It really helped me through that. And I still struggle with that a little bit, and it's really hard. And sometimes you get a call. I get a call my mum, and it's like she's not there, and it's like it's just really weird. But I mean, I wrote this song way before that whole experience, but it just really helped me through that for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how songs can do that to you.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotional attachment in songs. They can they can strike different people in different ways. They can help people going through their own particular stuff.
It's amazing how songs can do that.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for being able to come in. It was great to have you in.
No worries.
And
good.
Don't forget, people, Facebook, Dylan Redman, and MySpace, Drummer Bloke.
Yeah, check it out and friend me.
Yeah, and iTunes.
Yeah,
spend $1.60.
Redman flying. Yeah. And if you ever want a really good cup of tea, you definitely got to see Greg in the Bat Cave, because he makes amazing cups of tea.
And Jimmy, thanks for coming in and backing Dylan up, because it's good to have that extra aspect of sound happening there with different guitar and
cheers.
And there's amazing backing vocals.